The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
We are joined by bad bitch extraordinaire, Emmy award-winning actress.
Yes.
Can we take a pause for the Emmy? Can we have a? This is.
Snap.
It sounds like snaps. I feel like in the microphone. Snaps for the Emmy. And just like overall, you have a jewelry line. You have so much shit that you're working on, and you are killing it. On top of the fact that you are drop dead gorgeous, and like everybody wants to be you. Today we're talking about red flags, how to spot them, where they're at, what to do when you see them, how to just kind of overcome. But I would have to say, going back to our original conversation, it is a major red flag if you are dating a guy or talking to any guy who has an issue with you having a period.
Yeah.
I feel like that is like, are you okay?
This wasn't a guy I'm like talking to.
Yeah,
thank
but just
God.
any
but
man.
No, totally.
Like how old are you?
Yeah. How about a guy that won't buy you tampons? I feel
Because he doesn't
like
want to be seen doing it?
Yeah, I feel like I was like dating somebody and they were like, and I asked them to give me tampons and they were like made a joke but like didn't really want to do it.
If you don't
I
go
like
get me
that.
those, but you want to be inside me, but you can't get me a motherfucking tampon for what comes out? Okay.
Because you look like
Okay.
a girl buying tampons or you
Yeah.
look weird. Like,
Please.
yeah, that's a red flag.
If my dad can buy me tampons,
Right.
you can buy me tampons, sir. Like, step up to the plate.
Look, if I got to go buy Plan B at the store,
Right.
go get the tampon.
But they don't have a problem going to buy condoms.
Oh.
You'll walk right in there and buy a condom.
Like it's nothing, right?
Because that makes you feel like a man.
Ugh.
Well, real men wear protection.
Yeah. Right.
But-
Right.
But real men also go and buy those tampons.
Of course.
Give me some pads. Yes, I want them overnight.
Okay. I was just about to say the
Don't
same,
get no regulars.
same thing.
Super jumbo,
Full coverage.
full coverage, front to back. And I want that flex foam. Okay? Don't be getting me no big ass pillows to sit on. That's not going to happen. That's a red flag.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
So right out the gate, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
It's a red flag if he won't buy you tampons
Yes.
or pads.
Yes. Huge.
It's a huge one. I guess for you, what are some automatic major red flags that you've noticed, even in like romantic relationships, but also in friendships? Because I feel like there's a lot of red flags that we see with people who we're like trying to get to know and deciding if we want to be friends with them that
Right.
we ignore. And then later on, it's like you're 10 years in with this person, you find out that they're a sociopath. Yes, this is a personal account attestament for something that happened to me.
We're going to get into that in a little bit. Yep. I'm going to ask all the
Exactly.
questions.
What are some automatic red flags to you?
Okay, since we were talking about men, I think the number one red flag on my list is their relationship with their mother.
Boom.
Ooh,
Drop the mic and
girl,
exit.
It is so.
Yes.
And I never even, it was never a thought, a question, or whatever until I, saw it firsthand and I was like,
Ooh.
oh, this
Yes.
is like this
Yes.
because of that.
Mhm.
And then I've seen other men who have fantastic relationships with their mom,
Yeah.
and it's like so different.
Yeah.
It's a respect thing. They learn that from the household and from
Mm-hmm.
their parents. And when you can't even respect your own mom,
Yep.
you're not going to respect any woman out there.
Yep. I had my sister was talking to some guy, and one of their first conversations that they were having, she really liked him. She was like into him. And then they were having a conversation about family, and our family is super, super close.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy goes, yeah, I fucking hate my mom. She's such a bitch. Whoa. Hold on.
Bye.
Dial it back, baby. Block. What?
No.
No. Like, unless, I mean, I can understand if your parent has done something atrocious to you, something that's like unforgivable, then yes, I get it. But if she just is telling you about yourself and like holding you accountable for your actions, what's your issue?
Right.
What's your problem?
And like, what possesses a person to be that hateful towards somebody that has raised them, or like who
Yeah.
they come from? Again, if they did something that whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Unforgivable action.
Unforgivable action. Exactly. That makes sense. But for you to just say, I hate my mother, she's a bitch. Like, there's like some history there. And
You're going to have to go to therapy, sir.
Oh, for sure.
You're going to have to go.
For sure.
ASAP. I feel like it's just the same, just in general, when it comes to parents. Like, you can't choose your parents, and that sucks a lot of the time. But I feel like there's still a level of gratitude for the person who brought you into this world.
Yeah.
That I feel like you should respect. But I totally agree that if they don't have a good relationship with their mother, if they don't treat their mother with respect, or just like simple things, like there are simple things that, like, so for instance, my boyfriend loves his mom. Like, that's like his queen. Next to me, that's his queen, and his sister, and like adores them.
Yeah.
And I see the way that he is with his mom, and the way he is with his mom is the way that he is with me. Very nurturing, very caring, very like adoring, always wanting to do for. But if you see a man who will literally walk past his mother's life alert body on the ground and not do anything, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to that.
Wait, what do you think? I just thought about this. What do you think about it being the other way? A female's relationship with her father. Do you think it goes the same way? No, because girls are just better.
Right. Well, I think that, like we were talking about in the beginning, women just learn to overcome. And as someone myself who, you know, I got daddy issues. And,
Me too. Hello.
Hey.
Right there with you, sis. Therapy.
Yes. We're working it out. We're working on ourselves. So, you know, for us, I feel like I could never say that I hate my biological father, even though he left when I was 5. I have not seen him since. I'm 28 now. Yeah. But I would never say that I hate him. I don't have hate in my heart for him.
Right.
But do I think that he's a low down, dirty scoundrel? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. But I don't hate him. And it doesn't then affect the way, it does affect the way that I am in relationships to an extent, but not in the sense that I hate men because of it and I'm going to mistreat you because of it. It just makes me more guarded. Like, it makes my heart more guarded.
Right.
But I feel like in the reverse, when it comes to men and relationships with their mothers, it doesn't make them more guarded. It just makes them mean.
Yeah. Towards all women.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't, like, it's literally the way that they see their mothers is the way that they formulate their idea of women in the world. Yeah. But I can't say that, and it could just be a personal account to myself, the way that I had a relationship or did not have a relationship with my biological father did not affect the way that I see all men in the world. Like, I'll say jokingly that all men are trash, but I don't actually believe that to be true. You know?
I think that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't know. I think that they are trash.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They do act trash.
Majority of men.
A large percentage.
Girl, I'm in like the dating world right now, and I'm just like,
ooh, what's it like?
I'm just like, ugh. Whether you're like famous, not famous, rich, not rich, regular, ugly, cute, fine, girl,
a mess.
Girl,
I've heard horror stories.
You ain't missing nothing out here.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. I've heard.
It's bad. It's real bad, and
picks up the red flag. You guys can't see, but I brought my red flags here.
Let me just.
The whole dating scene is a red flag. Wave them around.
I know. I mean, but it's also my fault because I'm gonna be honest, and like I attract a certain type of man. You know what I mean? And I'm like, therapy. Hello, I'm learning this right now, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why can't I like the nice guy?
Yeah. Well, because I was talking to one of my friends about this earlier, and he was like, girl, because those red flags be looking like Six Flags a lot of the time. It'd be looking like a good time.
That's what it is. And it's a high.
Yes.
I literally just talked to my therapist about this yesterday. It's that high that like I crave or that I like. And it's like, and it's crazy because it's like, I'm at this point where I see the red flag.
There, see, rad. That's you're like, these are rad flags. These are great.
They're
red,
awful.
girl.
I see them. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm like, girl, that red is looking like fire, but I'm still like, all right, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna, you know.
Well, because we this is see, we skipped around so much that I didn't even get to ask you the question that we ask everybody, which I already know the answer, but tell everyone what your sign is.
Oh, I'm a Taurus.
Do you know your big three?
I'm a very proud Taurus. No, I don't get that deep into it.
But Taurus, as a Scorpio, who is stubborn. Taurus are our sister signs, also stubborn.
Are we? I think you did
Yes.
tell me that at the premiere. Yes.
Yes. But it's like, because we want to see what we want to see.
For ourselves, yeah.
And if you show me something different, that's cute, but I'm going to pretend I didn't see that.
Right.
And I'm going to just keep on proceeding forward.
Yep.
The red flags turn green very quickly. It's like, let's just...
It's bad.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah, I know.
What is a red flag that you can say that you have ignored in the past? And it doesn't just have to be romantic, because like I've had friendships in the past where the friend only wants to spend time with me and nobody in my life wants to spend time with them. So then I, in turn, don't get to spend time with my friends because I'm always with this one person who's attached themselves to me like a leech. This happens to me often. I've been trying to unpack it in therapy.
Really?
Yes, I attract a lot of crazies. So then they want to be friends, but then nobody else in my life is like, everyone else in my life is like, girl,
what are you doing?
Why are you friends with this person? They're crazy. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm loyal.
Yeah.
They're cool.
I know. I get that way too. And sometimes I'm like, you know, somebody would tell me something about this person or whatever. And I'm like, I don't like to base my judgment on somebody based on another interaction or experience.
Right. Somebody else's opinion.
Right. Like they did some messed up thing to them. Like that doesn't mean to me they're going to do a messed up thing. Yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking, or I'm giving them an excuse. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm like, I'll give them pass. Like, no, it's fine. Like they didn't do anything fucked up to me. Like I'll keep in mind what they did. And then later on, it's like, oh. Should have listened.
Yeah. That was that thing that they were saying.
Yeah. Yeah. But that goes, again, to we have to, like, experience it ourselves. Right. You know? Right. Regardless of what anyone tells us.
Right. Right. I think, you know, as far as romantic relationships, it's not even that you ignore the red flag because you see it. You just choose to proceed anyway with zero caution. You know, like we said, if they don't have a good relationship with their mom, I think another one, and we'll get into it because there are some people who have asked questions about it, is the way that they describe their exes. Whenever they're like, oh, my ex is so crazy. Like, they treated me like shit. They always went through my phone. They did this. It's like, why was she going through the phone? Right. Why don't we talk? Why were they crazy? If you're saying they're crazy, what did you do? Right. To make them crazy? Because the chances are, like, you're not fully taking accountability of the part that you played. Right. In making the crazy happen.
Right. What's the other side to the story? Yeah.
Because there's two sides to every story, and then there's a truth. Ooh. So what's the truth?
And there might be in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag. If all he does is, like, you have nothing good to say about your ex, like some exes are trash. Yes. Right. Some exes are crazy. Yes. But, like, maybe also have the level of introspection to be like, I didn't choose the right person. Like, that was a choice that I made. I saw this and I chose to proceed with zero caution. Right. Like, I feel like we've all done that. So I feel like you can't always put the blame on the other person.
Exactly. You have to take accountability at some point.
Right.
And if they don't, that means that's a red flag. That means you're going to run into some issues.
Exactly. What about, have you heard of love bombing?
What is that?
Yeah. It's a thing.
What?
It is a thing. So I brought this up to one of my girlfriends the other day because she's been dating this guy that she met, and she was like, right away, he was telling me everything that I wanted to hear. He was so lovely. He wanted to come visit me. He was planning like trips in the future to come hang out with me. He's giving me compliments. He wants to take me on dates. He's like, you are the most incredible woman I have ever met in my life. And of course, she wanted to hear all those things because she's had bad relationships in the past. She's like, girl, it just felt so good to hear somebody tell me all of the things. But she was like, I feel like it's this fast burn that's going to fizzle out very quickly. And with love bombing, that's basically what that is. It's when somebody is like giving you everything right off the bat. And you're like, oh my God, this feels so great. This feels so great. And then they just fucking ghost. Like, then they just stop. Everything stops. It starts off like this high, and then it just is gone.
They ghost, like they leave, or they just all
stop doing the things.
Stop doing the things.
Yeah. So like, whereas every single morning they would text you, good morning, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day. You're so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. You're so incredible. Good luck on that. Good luck on that interview, girl. I know you got it in the bag. I love you right away. Like all of those things right away. Like the touching, the feeling, the everything right away. And then 2 months pass. You can't get a text back. You text them. 3 hours later, they respond. Why are you tripping? I was working, blah, blah, blah. And then it's not the same.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
No. And that's the part about dating that I don't like. It's like it's that like honeymoon phase, they call it, right?
Right.
Where it's like the first couple of months, first year, and you're seeing a version of this person that they've created their best self to win you over. And where does that person go? Or who is that person that's really inside?
But that's the thing, because then in your mind, you're like, is that who they really are inside? And like, maybe they're just holding back from me. Or was that a mask that they like presented to me to reel me in and then just drop me off on the corner like a hoe?
No.
That happens.
I believe it.
It's happened to me. It happens.
And what did you do?
Girl, cry. Cry and leave. You just have to be done. Like, what can you do? What can you do? Because if it gets to the point where your brain is doing like mental gymnastics that it's not meant to do to figure out if the situation is even right, it's time to cut and leave. Like, there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you can do. But the fact is that so many of us are craving like love and connection and relationships that when somebody comes in and they're giving you all of those things, it feels like a warm hug.
Yeah.
But then they leave. And then it's like you cold and naked in the dark in a cave.
The shade.
Like, what are you supposed to do?
Cry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, girl.
I know. But it happens so often. Like,
I know.
And you don't realize it until it's gone.
Yeah.
And then I feel like so many people start overthinking, like, what did I do?
Oh, God.
Why did they leave? Like,
I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
And because that's all up here. That's,
exactly. And God forbid
that's
you got
fucked
daddy
up.
issues like me, then you're really like,
oh,
they always leave.
girl.
It always happens to me.
Why me?
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's not you. It's them.
But how do you know? Do you know what I'm saying? Like a person like me, if I meet a dude, we're cool, whatever, and he's giving me what I need, what I want to hear. Like, how do I know if? See, that messes me up because then I start to like back away, pull away, and like, I don't know if I can trust this.
I know. You don't.
You don't.
That's the mystery of life.
Ugh.
You don't know if you could trust anything or anybody until never. There's never a time until you're like 50 years into a marriage, and then you're like, but you're probably still looking at that motherfucker like, are you real?
Right.
Like, could you be what I think you are? But then you have situations like with my friend, it felt a lot like love bombing in the beginning. And I even told her, I was like, sis, I sent her the definition of love bombing. I was like, do it this way you will. But they're still talking. It's been months. He's still around. Now they had to like create some boundaries because she was starting to get overwhelmed, and like there was some weird shit. I told her I was not going to tell. I asked for her permission before I talked about this, but I told her I wasn't going to tell any specifics that had to do with her. But there was a situation where he was trying to make customized clothing with her face on it, like a week after meeting her. So that was strange. Yeah, the red flag is waving. The red
That is extra. And that's excessive. That's borderline scary.
That's what I told her. I said, bitch, she's going to cut you up and leave you in a basement. You need to go. But
Not the cuss.
But I'm just saying, I watch a lot of murder mysteries.
Oh, girl.
This is how it starts.
Yeah.
He puts your face on a t-shirt and then he kills you.
Yeah. A situation like that, that's a huge red flag. I think I would know for sure, like, no.
See, she did it, and they kept talking, but she told him, like, you got to chill out. Like, we got to rein it back in a little bit. And now it seems like they're doing well. Like, it seems like it's going well, but, you know, I guess we'll find out. I said, if I see you on a milk carton, I'm not buying the milk because I told you.
Wait, but he didn't ghost, right?
No.
He was love bombing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe he has mommy issues,
Maybe.
and that's his way of overly trying to get attention or trying
Attach
to love.
himself. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
it happens. But I'm just saying, she's still alive now.
Thank
I will
God.
update you if that changes by his hand. I love her to death, though, so I would hate to see her go. But I did tell her ass that it was scary.
Also, I just want to say, if there's any guys, don't be a love bomber.
No, it's not cute.
It's not. It's too much.
And you should help somebody to, like, manage their expectations of you. If you give me everything at once, there's no buildup. There's nothing that I can, like, work up to.
No, it's boring.
It's boring.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get in relationships where it's like everything's happening so fast and it feels like it's meant to be. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it feels really, really good. But sometimes if it feels like a little too good to be true, it probably is.
Yep.
And I just think boundaries are important, just in general. If somebody wants to be with you, like, how do you feel if somebody wants to be with you 24/7?
Get your ass away from me. Right. Go do something.
Get a
Go
job.
play outside. Go drive the car. Get away.
Go take a walk. Yeah, I can't do
That
it.
I can't do. No, because I love my space. I love to
Yes.
be alone.
Yes.
Like, oh, just get out my face. Like, go, that my significant other, whoever that will be, they have to be just as busy as I am.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I just can't do the whole sitting and looking at each other's face all day. But what I will say is, when I am with someone, I am very affectionate and very, like, cuddly and catering and, like, up under them.
Yeah.
But that's probably because we haven't seen each other in X amount of days,
Right.
or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't do the 24/7 thing.
No. I love my personal space. And I think even if you don't love your personal space, I think there's something to it, and, like, you should explore it.
Yeah.
Because having your own personal time to be by yourself, there is nothing like it.
Oh my gosh. It's a little scary because I'm like,
You like it too much. Same.
and as much as I, like, love being in a relationship and love men and, like, that whole fairy tale dream of getting married, I'm kind of like, I like this. I
Yeah.
make my own money. I take care of my family. I'm good. I have everything I need. Like,
Right.
I think this could work.
Yeah.
But I don't, but then it gets lonely, and I'm like, oh, I want to cuddle.
Yes, exactly. I know. I've definitely contemplated. Obviously, I'm in a relationship, but shit. Sometimes I'm like, am I going to be like Gayle King? Like, I just have my best friend, and I got my dogs, and I can hang out, and I'm always free, and I don't have to check in with anybody, ask them, or tell them that, like, oh, yeah, I'm going out of town for 2 months to go to Italy with my best friend. I could just go.
That's the best part for me right now. I'm just, like, doing whatever I want to do. I don't have to, be responsible for anybody's feelings or
Yes.
check in. I'm just, like,
Yes.
living life.
Which I will say, a red flag is if you have to check in with them every single time you do anything. That's not, there's, like, a difference between respect in a relationship and, like, communication and letting somebody know, like, hey, I'm going on this trip, or I have to go away for work. There's a difference between that and somebody who is like, well, where are you going? What time? Who's going to be there?
With who? Oof.
What's the name of the place?
Oof.
If you don't get the fuck off my phone,
Ooh, yeah.
don't
Control.
ever at no.
Control
That
freak.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's when the control comes in. That's when it starts turning from, like, oh, cute, he wants to know where I'm going to dinner. Maybe he'll send us a round of drinks.
No.
He's not sending
He's
you
gonna
shit.
pop up.
He gonna pop up.
Yeah.
see who you on that date with. If you're on a date.
Right.
You be sitting there with your girls and then bae pops up.
Yeah.
That is a
Girl,
quick
been there
fire.
before.
Ugh.
Wait, I wanted to ask you. You want to get married, right?
I do.
Okay. Do you think, because I've seen people talk about this, are you the type of person that wants like separate living quarters or a separate bedroom? Or
Here's
you're
the
just
thing.
down for, are you guys living together now?
No,
Great. That's great.
absolutely not.
That's great.
Absolutely not.
That's great.
My
Take your
personal,
time.
yeah, my personal thing is that I would like to be engaged before I sign paperwork with someone for a property,
Smart.
because that is a commitment. And if I'm going to make that commitment with someone, because I could do it on my own,
Hello.
period. But if I'm going to do it with someone, I need some motherfucking
Forever.
security.
Right.
Exactly. And if you give me that diamond and I can pawn it off at the end of this for my pain and suffering, that's the kind of down payment that I require. So have you watched Sex and the City?
Not all, but some of them, yeah.
Okay, well, do you know that like Big and Carrie had their own separate apartment? Or Carrie had a separate apartment. I don't remember if Big was a piece of shit. I don't remember. He's a giant red flag. I don't remember if he had his own separate apartment and then they had a place together.
But they weren't married.
They got
They
married.
got married.
Mm-hmm. He also left her at the altar. There's
He
like
did?
a lot.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I remember like the car scene or
Yes.
whatever where he left.
Yes. He
That
left
was
her
the
at the
show or the
altar.
movie?
That was the movie.
That was the movie. Okay.
The first one. And then the second one, they're living together. They have a home, but she still has her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that tickles my titty. Something about that
In a good way? Okay.
Yeah. Something about that I like, because I don't even want to know that you're breathing in the same space as me. I need to know that you are out of my way.
Right.
But if we can have some kind of, I don't know, arrangement, like on this day, you'll be gone out of my space for 24 hours. That would be nice. But you can't ask that. You can't ask that of someone who you share a home with.
Yeah.
It's going to be an adjustment.
Yeah. Wait, so let's say you got married, you guys had a house, and you had your own apartment or a spot, where you can do your, have your time. How would you feel with him?
No.
Same.
No.
Same.
Because all I'm doing in my separate apartment is going to Home Goods, buying candles, farting, and fucking watching Bad Girls Club.
Saging,
Yes.
taking baths.
That's it.
Walking around naked. Same.
But what you doing over there, I don't know. And you're going to get too comfortable over there. So bring your ass home. But I'm going to be at my spot.
What if both of y'all had each other's keys? Does that defeat the purpose?
I mean, my boyfriend and I have each other's keys now. So, technically, if I just want to pop up in there, I can.
Yeah.
I have no desire to do that. There's respect and boundaries there. So, but even if I have a key, you don't need to be over there. Take your ass home. But he could easily say the same shit to me. Why you need to be over there to go to Home Goods?
Right.
Go down in the fucking basement and put your candles down there. But I don't, I haven't thought it all the way through. What do you think? What would you do? Would you be down for that?
I think I thought about the separate living quarters, which I don't really like, because it's I do like when I'm with a man, being in the same space sometimes, and the sharing a bedroom. But I do need my own thing, so it could be an apartment or a loft vibe, or it's just somewhere where I can go.
Yes.
Or a female's version of a man cave, but very tucked away, very basement or very upstairs, somewhere where it's I can't even hear you downstairs. Do you know what I mean?
A separate, a guest house.
Yeah.
But I don't want you coming knocking on the door.
Yeah, I don't want you peeping. No. So maybe it's an apartment or something. But I know whoever he will be, is gonna say the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my own.
No, you're not.
No.
No, I know. It's such a double standard. And I think I talked about it with my therapist once, and she was like, her favorite question to ask me is, but is it fair? And I'm like, no, Kelly. Obviously, it's not fair, but that's not the point. Jesus Christ. This week's session, she asked me, what does compromise mean to me? And I said, compromise means that I get what I want. And she said, but is it fair? And I said, no. But you asked me, what does it mean to me?
Right.
You didn't ask me, what does it mean to him? What? Oh my God. Okay. I feel like we could talk about this all day, but I want to get to some of the questions that people have sent in about their red flags stories.
Yes. Let's hear it.
Here's the first one.
Hi. I just wanted to share my story. I've been talking to this guy since, I want to say, March of 2021, and he's just been moving really slow, not giving, straight signals, basically telling me what I need to do, what I need to change about myself. It's like he's trying to condition me to be who he wants to date instead of just communicating. I don't know. I know it's a red flag. I know I need to leave, but we do have a good connection as friends, and I'm just getting tired of basically being strung along. So that's my story. Is really short, sweet, and I really need to leave. So I don't really, it's not for me. And if somebody can't handle me as me, then it's just not meant to be.
Flags are waving. Flags are waving.
Sis.
She already know what's up.
She is just like, sis is me, I am sis. Because I know what's up too, and I'm like, oh, fuck it. Like, it's that high. It's that high. Oh, girl, homegirl, sister girl.
Sister friend.
Sister friend.
Listen up.
I feel you. We are in the same boat, but you got to get up out of there.
You gonna have to go.
Because
He gonna have to go.
Yeah. You can tell she has feelings for him.
Yeah.
Because when it's just like a fuck or like some dick, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think she has feelings for him.
Well, she's like, our connection.
Exactly.
But what kind of connection do you have if he's trying to change you? Like, trying to make you who he wants to be. If he wants who he wants, he can go out and find it. But you don't have to change who you are.
The connection could have been the dick, girl.
No, the connection is... well, let me tell you something. The dick can feel like the connection when you're connected.
But it's not.
But
I know
not.
it's not. But sometimes that's what we, like, great sex will just mess it up. But
Dick to bomb.
Oh,
I get it.
God.
I understand.
God.
But, or pussy to bomb, whatever.
Same.
Whatever.
Same.
But,
Yeah, I know.
no.
Yeah, let's get rid of him.
Yeah.
And or if you want to play with fire, if you want to, like, if you're not ready to, I'm bad.
Here goes the toxicity.
If you're not ready to be done, tell his ass what he needs to change about himself.
Switch it around.
I always tell men it's a two-way street, and they fucking hate that.
Yeah.
I start talking to this guy, and I'm like, look, I know what type of dude you are, right? I get it. You mess around with, cool. When we hang out, we can hang out and spend our time and have fun in our connection and all that. But when we're not together, I'm going to do me and you do you. Oh, no, they can't handle that.
No.
Why is it that you can tell me I want to be with you, but then do this on the side?
Right.
But then I can't do it.
Right. How does that work?
Mr. Mamas, no.
How does that work? Who does that work for?
These other girls out here. Not me. I am not the one.
But also, like, it works for you. It works in your favor. But what am I getting?
Nothing.
Because I'm not getting commitment from you.
Nothing.
Good dick is not enough to sustain.
No, it's not.
me.
I will say that. It's not. Good dick is great, but it will not keep me around.
Well, let me tell you something else about a lot of this good dick out here. When you're single and, like, just having fun, it's not reliable.
No.
You can't even get it on time. It's for everybody. It's community. It's for the community. It's for the people.
It's for the
by the people. And it's fucking unreliable. You can't even get it on time. You be texting and be like, hey, I'm lubed up and ready to go. I just oiled. I just shaved. I did the whole 9. Where you at? It'd be like, oh, shit. I'm out of town. I'm in Vegas right now. You gonna come out? Am I gonna come out? No. Why aren't you at home waiting for me to text you?
Right. Hello.
They're fucking crazy. Okay. Next one. This is from Carrie.
My story is about a coworker of mine that I work with every single day, 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So we have worked together for about 3 years. And every single school year, she has something major that happens in her life where she has to be out of work for between 3 and 7 days. So I'm actually on maternity leave right now. I just had my first baby in June, and I have coworkers calling me to let me know that she has been out of work for about 5 days now, and no one knows where she's at. She just says she can't come in, and every single year there's something major in her life that happens that causes this exact thing. So obviously I feel like this is a red flag and super shady, but I wanted to leave a voicemail and ask you your thoughts on the situation. The first year we worked together, her dad was horribly sick with cancer in the hospital. Last year, her aunt had passed away. Her father also passed away. And I believe her daughter was super sick at one point. She also said she had COVID about 3 times. And this year now, this whole situation is going on while I'm on maternity leave. Before I left for my maternity leave, she was saying that she didn't know how she was going to do this without me and blah, blah, blah. So obviously some definite red flags, but I wanted to hear your thoughts. Thanks.
Listen, I'm not here to negate anyone's life trauma, things that happened to you. Do I think she had COVID 3 times? I do not. As someone who had COVID twice, I think that that's kind of like the cap. I don't know anybody who's had it 3 times. But listen, is it a red flag? Probably for her employer, not necessarily for you. I think she probably has a boo in Dubai somewhere. She got to fly out for a few days. She's trying to secure her bag.
That's what I was thinking, like vacation or something. Mm-hmm. But, you know, there are people who just go through it. Mm-hmm. Like, and if these things are true, like the father passed away, the uncle, you know, like that's not, those aren't really red flags because they're real events and situations that are happening.
Right.
But there's something else.
Yeah, truly. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's like mental health days that she has to take. And like, if the school is allowing it, that's not really anybody's business. Like if she has to take her time, then she has to take her time. But I really like the idea that she could have a boo somewhere that she's flying out to see.
She's like, F it.
She's on a cruise. She's on a cruise. She's in the Bahamas. She's like, girl, I ain't got time for you. Get the fuck out of here.
That's why she got COVID 3 times.
Exactly.
Exactly.
She's been outside. That's what's happening. Let me see. Oh, yes. This was kind of like similar to what we were talking about earlier. Here we go.
Hi. So I just wanted to give one red flag that could be maybe obvious to some, but not so obvious to others. One thing that I definitely take into account is how people talk about their ex. Like if they're like, oh, she was so crazy, or oh, she was so this and that and so extra and this, then it really makes me wonder, like, all right, you're sitting here saying all this stuff about her, but like, what part did you play in all of this? You know what I mean? Like, if she's crazy, why is she crazy? You know what I mean? And if it's like, oh, I don't know, she just is, and that means that you did something. You did something to make this girl act out of character. I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of the time, that's what actually happens. So, you know, you got to take that stuff into account.
Period.
I love her. Yeah.
So
I agree with everything, girl.
what part did you play?
Right.
Tell the truth.
What did you do?
God, they never tell the truth about shit like that, I swear.
No.
Okay, here are some quick fire red flag questions. Is it a red flag if my boyfriend's mom doesn't like me?
Yeah, big red flag. Yeah.
I think
That's
it
not
could-
going to go well in any way.
Right. That's the point. It's like, it's not a red flag on him necessarily. It really kind of depends on how your relationship progresses and how he ends up handling that situation and the boundaries that he sets. But damn, like a bad mother-in-law or like a bad, significant other's parent can really fuck up a relationship.
Yeah. Especially if they have a strong bond, I've seen it too. My girlfriend's dated a guy, and they had the guy she was dating had a great relationship with his mom. The mom didn't like her. Child, they are not together.
See?
That did not end well.
Because they the meddling that they do. It's like, and a lot of times it's because they're not happy in their own relationships, and that's why they start doing shit like that. But it's like, bitch, if you don't go get you a man or a vibrator and get your life and stop attaching
treating
yourself.
your son like your man.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Okay, is it a red flag if he doesn't work and you're always paying, but he wants you to have a kid with him?
Girl, he doesn't work. He doesn't work, sis. No, that just pissed me off.
No, what you mean?
No, we not doing that, girl.
Yes, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. But wants to have a kid?
How?
Okay. No, that's gonna be a no. Okay. Is it a red flag if you've never met their friends and family and it's been 2 years?
Yes. That's weird. 2 years?
Yes.
No friends,
Yes.
no family. You're a killer.
Yes.
You're a
So
psycho.
you've killed all of your friends and family, and that's why I haven't met them.
Yeah, that's
What kind of
odd.
weirdo shit is that? Of course. Like, if you don't know at least 2 years. 2 years.
The first couple of months should be a friend, something.
Are you married? Like, do you have a wife that like is being around the friends and family?
Oh.
Because to me, that would tell me that I'm like playing the side character. Like, I'm the B character
Girl, you got that, yeah.
in this A-list play.
Mistress. It's giving mistress.
You might want to check into that. Let's see. Is it a red flag if he doesn't post you on social media?
Not really. I think that's a privacy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we don't want to post them either, because
Yeah.
again, it's a privacy thing. You
Right.
want people out of your business, so.
And I think depending on like people's work life, sometimes they don't want to post stuff like that. But like I saw a TikTok yesterday where this girl was like, is
In
it
the
a red
shower?
flag? Yeah, I was in the shower. Or was I on the toilet? I don't know. One of the two. I was definitely in the bathroom. But the girl was like, is it a red flag that I commented on his post and he deleted my comment?
What did she say?
I mean, maybe it was hard eyes.
Hard eyes is nothing. Anybody can leave hard eyes.
But obviously not because he deleted it.
I don't like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's a red flag.
I don't like
He's trying to play out a different storyline for somebody else
Yeah.
who saw that or maybe could see that, and he was like, "Uh-oh,
Can't risk that.
can't risk that. Gotta take that out." Yeah, that's definitely a red flag. But as far as like posting, I think you're right. I think it does depend. Like, although like, I can't even like, do I care if you post me? If I'm posting you, do I care if you post me? I think it depends. I think it depends. But if you're posting like all your other friends and everybody, why you
Why
can't post me?
Yeah. What's going on?
Explain.
Yeah.
Explain. Oh, hold on now. Okay. Well, now you knew this was a red flag when you wrote it. Is it a red flag if he tells my friend that he'll only introduce her to his family until she looks slimmer?
We're not even going to answer that. He got to go.
What?
No.
Not you fat shaming for the family. It's giving very much dust. Is it a red flag if I'm gay and she's still trying to connect?
Wait, what?
I have to, I want to make sure I get people's pronouns correct. It is a man. He says that he is gay and a woman is still trying to connect with him.
I'm confused. Are you confused?
I'm confused. But I also know that there's a lot of women. Like, I have a friend who is seemingly only attracted to gay men.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it's a red flag just because, like, you're going up against something that you don't have a chance of getting when you could just give your energy towards something that you could benefit from.
Yeah. I just feel like, what's the point?
I think you just need to tell her that you're not going to ever have sex with her, and that might help. It might not, but it might.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay. Is it a red flag if he only speaks about poly relationships on the first date?
What do you think?
I'm going to say no, because at least he's setting the tone and telling you exactly what he's into.
Yeah.
And I would rather you be honest than fake. And then we're 2 years in and you're talking about, how would you feel if I brought somebody else in the bedroom? Like, I want to know right off the bat.
I agree. Honesty is key.
Yeah.
It has to be upfront.
I think so. Somebody said, is it a red flag if he doesn't watch Catfish? Yes, it is. If he doesn't watch Catfish or Claws, it is a major red flag. And we do not like him. Is it a red flag if he says his mom is his best friend?
No. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Again, it's the whole respect. It just depends how much of a best friend she is. Because it could be one of those controlling mamas that act like, that treat their sons like they're men.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Is it a red flag if he doesn't tip the wait staff well?
Yes. Cheap.
Period.
And like, it's
Cheap. With a p at the end.
it's cheap, but it's also like, what am I trying to say? Like what am I trying to say?
I think the body motions are definitely
It's
giving the picture.
Just like when you tip well, it's like a respect and a mature thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I tip people well, not because like, oh, I have money. No, because like they're a service worker or they might need a couple extra dollars. So like, you know, like
it's showing
like
appreciation for
Exactly.
somebody's trade or whatever they do.
Right.
I cannot fucking stand anybody, romantic, whatever, people who are rude to service workers.
That is a red flag.
If he's snapping at the waiter, or if she's over here being like, excuse me, and like being very nasty.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't like shit like that.
That's a good one. That's a huge red flag, actually.
Like, I don't like shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't even like when people call like housekeepers the maid. Like, I don't even like that.
Yeah.
It's not the maid.
Yeah.
It's the housekeeper.
Right.
Or like, I feel like there's another term that they used to describe themselves, but like, why are you, it's not your fucking maid.
Right.
You don't have fucking maid.
Right.
Shut up.
Get out of here.
Is it a red flag if he has kids and never sees them?
Yeah. Yeah. One, already having kids is a little bit of a red flag.
Yes.
No offense.
Yes. It's true.
It just comes with a lot.
It's true.
But then you don't see them. No.
If they have kids, and I will say this, if they have kids and the other parent of that child has moved on with their life and is no longer attached to them, then I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But if the other person has not moved on, just understand that when you sign up for someone who has a child, you are signing up for a whole other person that is attached to that child and everything that comes with that.
Girl.
And they be crazy.
Girl.
Okay?
Girl.
So,
Yeah.
so you just have to be careful. Like that definitely, it plays a role. And like the child could be the sweetest child in all the world. I'm not saying anything about the child.
It's not about the kid.
It's not about the kid.
It's that energy. It's that person you have to deal with.
And their family.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Is it a red flag if their phone is always face down
Yeah.
and you can't touch it?
And I've done that too.
Keep your phone face down?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I do it just so I don't like get distracted sometimes.
Right, but I'll do it like on purpose.
Because you don't want anything to pop up.
Yeah, if I was like with somebody and like I don't want,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Boop. Somebody else had asked, is it a red flag if they won't let you touch their phone?
Yeah. What?
If I can't pick up the phone and put it over here, what's the problem?
That's weird.
I feel like, I'm all about like introspection and like looking at myself and being like, what are some red flags about me?
Oof. What? Ugh.
Because I have them.
Same.
I I am still learning because I am a Scorpio and a rising Virgo, and I am always right. I am learning how to apologize.
That's hard.
I'm waving my own red flag because it is hard to apologize, but like that is something you want, somebody who can apologize, who knows when they're wrong, or like at least can accept like, oh, you hurt my feelings. I'm going to apologize to you.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
No, I'm perfect.
Yeah, of course.
No, I'm just kidding. I have a lot of red flags. I mean, again, being in this dating scene right now, I feel like crazy sometimes because girl, I've been through some shit. So like I overthink and I think the worst. So I will like, oh, you didn't answer my okay.
You're with a bitch.
So you doing this and you doing that, and I went on your Instagram and I looked at your story and you posted.
Yes.
But you didn't pick up my phone call. So, and sometimes I'm like, oh my God, bitch, you're crazy. Like toxic as fuck.
Yeah, but I feel like
it's so bad. But at the same time, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you with?
Right, exactly. Because I feel like sometimes when you feel that way, it's like you have a reason to feel that way.
Our intuition is like crazy.
It's on point. I don't even know if I said this on the podcast before, but I named mine. Her name is Intuitia. She tells me everything I need to know. Yeah. She's a girl in my head. And she'd be like, you know what I know.
Yeah.
So let's go with that. But I feel like sometimes when it comes up, there's a reason for it. But then there's also times when you can recognize, like, bitch, you're acting up.
Yeah.
Go take a nap.
You're doing the most.
Go eat a snack.
Yeah. I've caught myself a couple of times. Like, I'm like either super chill or really like I just see red. So sometimes something will happen. I'm like, grab my phone immediately, start texting.
Yeah.
I'm like, just walk away. Like,
Yes.
just fucking walk away. 'Cause
Yes.
it's just like, I can't help it.
I know.
I
But
can't help
it's so relatable, though. Like, none of us have 0% toxicity inside of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The iced coffee I drink on a regular basis accounts for like 25% of mine. So
I'm an iced coffee girl too. So yes, agree.
it's there.
Yeah.
But it's about recognizing it.
Yeah.
And then being able to apologize, which I'm still learning how to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Same.
it's a part of life. Well, thank you so much
This
for
is so much
coming.
fun.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope
At
you
first
come
I
back.
was like, well, first I thought there was more people. I didn't know it was just me and you. I don't know why I thought that.
Girl, it's just us.
So I was like, okay, this would be a cute like group thing. Then I'm like, red flags. I'm like trying to think about everything. I'm like, do I have enough?
Oh, there's plenty.
Girl, a whole
There's
lot.
plenty.
A
There's
whole lot.
plenty that we didn't even get a chance to talk about.
Exactly. We'll have part 2 coming up soon.
Because I also want to talk about if they have a best friend that is of the opposite gender. Because I feel like a lot of times them girls' best friends, like if you're dating a guy whose best friend is a girl,
That's tricky.
sometimes if they're a girl's girl, because I have plenty of guy friends that like I'm really
Yeah.
close with, that if I meet their girlfriend, I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
So I'm immediately going to be like, oh my God, da-da-da-da. But then if you have some that are like the cool girl best friend, that's a red motherfucking flag.
That
If
is.
every time they're like, oh my God, he didn't tell you we went to the spa last week? I can't believe he didn't tell you. We got like a couple's massage. It was so much fun. But like, don't worry, girl, nothing happened. Like it was
No.
so chill.
No. You know what's a huge red flag really quick with friendships? You can trust me.
Can I?
If you have to
say
tell
it,
Bitch, bye.
can I?
Right. No.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. Especially the ones who like will absorb all your tea and you know nothing about them.
Oh, yeah. And you know where that tea is going, too. Yeah.
To their best friend.
Exactly.
It's not your friend. It's going to their real best friend in a group chat.
Right.
Straight away.
Yep. Oof.
If you can identify with any of the red flags that were listed in this show,
Yeah.
it's time to sign up for therapy. It is time to get, well, really for anyone listening, it's time to sign up for therapy because it's the best,
Facts.
which we've talked about before. It's
Yes.
the best.
Yes.
But if you feel like you are exhibiting some of this toxicity, just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Come back to us.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. But let everyone know where they can find you.
Yes, I can be found.
Yeah.
I am founded. No, I'm just kidding. Twitter, Instagram at Karrueche. I know my name isn't easy, guys, so I'm going to spell it out. Karrueche. Also, check out K by Karrueche's, my jewelry collection, my jewelry brand that I love. And I also have some really cool things coming up that I'll send your way, girl.
More Emmys on
Hell
the way.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, a little bit of everything. You know, luckily for us, we're able to dibble and dabble in this and that and the other.
Don't you love that?
I do.
It's the
Blessed.
best. Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah.
And so grateful, and just like let's just keep doing whatever it
Exactly.
is. Just keep doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Amen.
congrats to you on everything as well.
Thank you.
I know we just met each other, you know, recently, but so proud of you, and you
Thank you.
dominate as a female in the industry, and you're so beautiful and outspoken and like I love it.
Thank
you know, I
you.
feel like when we have to embrace one another in these moments because we
Yeah.
don't have enough of it out there.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And like just like this was so much fun.
I'm glad. I'm so
Like
glad.
it was easy. I get nervous doing interviews and talking because I'm like, I don't know. I just, you know, I like
Because people are
overthink.
always out to fucking get you sometimes.
Girl, yeah, you know how it is.
Please come back.
Yes.
Please, because we got more to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Kamie Crawford, host of the Relationship podcast. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more videos, click below to subscribe and like this video for more Dear Media content. So shut up and listen.